Ladies and gentlemen, Staff Sergeant Carter.
Deputy Secretary of Defense Carter, Undersecretary Mr. Westfield, General and Mrs. Campbell, Sergeant Major of the Army, Mrs. Chandler, General and Flag Officers, distinguished defense and Army leaders, brothers and sisters in arms, Gold Star families, my families, ladies and gentlemen, and my fellow Medal of Honor recipients. Good afternoon. I am honored and humbled to stand before you today. Thank you for your kind words about my family and all the brave Gold Star families. You may have heard this already once or twice, but I can be a bit serious. Shannon is always telling me to loosen up. So it should come to no surprise that upon my arriving at my duty station to join the Black Knights, my plan for fitting in with my new battle buddies was to pose a series of philosophical questions designed to elicit thoughtful discussion and gain insights into each soldier's psyche. I didn't know Shannon then, but thinking back on it, I can almost hear what she would have said if she had been around to learn my plan. It would have gone something like this. You actually asked a group of hardcore soldiers, if the sky fell, would we get taller? That's my Shannon, always reminding me exactly how lucky I am to have her around me. Maybe if she had been there or been around earlier, I would have been Mr. Popularity among the Black Knights. But she wasn't. Instead, I was Mr. Wheatbread. There I was, socially clueless. I pretty much stayed to myself, asking my questions and getting a handful of insults, some rolled eyes, and every once in a while an enlightened response. Like when somebody said, of course we'd get taller. Our heads would be closer to the upper atmosphere. Another said, no, we'd just get crushed by the upper atmosphere. And who could forget, if the sky falls, will we get taller? Why would you ask such a stupid question? Well, on October 3rd, 2009, the sky fell. That morning, I didn't even have the time to put on the proper clothes. I was essentially in my PJs and body armor when I realized this was not ordinary harassing fire. This was bigger. The brave men of Bravo, Black Knight Troop, 3rd Squadron, 61st Cavalry Regiment, 4th Brigade Combat Team, 4th Infantry Division, quickly felt the weight of a Taliban force 7 to 8 times our size. The Taliban had clearly watched us for months. They knew exactly what we would do at every turn. Turns out they were dead wrong. Dead wrong in the tune of more than 100 of their fighters' bodies withering in the same hills and passes they used to ambush us. CNN called me an unlikely hero. But the way I see it, they were really talking about the Black Knights. We were one that day. Outpositioned, outnumbered, and outgunned. We fought back. We were cut off from each other. Staff Sergeant Romaché's group on the north side and Staff Sergeant Gallegos' group on the south. But we fought back. Amazing men like Stephen Mason, Vernon Martin, Justin Gallegos, and the 5 others were murdered in front of us, but we fought back. The Black Knights were all unlikely heroes. None of us should have survived. And though the Taliban have every tactical advantage, what they could never have is the pure, untainted sense of brotherhood that the men and women of America's Army feel for their battle buddies. There's simply no stronger bond than that of a group of soldiers facing the impossible. But they were determined not to give up, if only to ensure the safety of others. It's stronger than blood. For those of you who've never experienced it, it's both a blessing and a curse. I am blessed in the knowledge that for a few moments on the battlefield, far from home, I connected with a young man who I might have never otherwise said more than 3 words to in passing. I am cursed by his voice, a voice that his mother will never hear again. His face, a face that will never smile again. His blood that will never fully wash away. Specialist Stephen Mace and I weren't very close before the battle. We never spoken much. But his cries, help me please, that today make me feel like I've known him forever. He might as well have been a blood relative. He needed me, a guy that most people didn't really get. He trusted me. I didn't need to know anything else about him except that he was suffering. When his eyes met mine, we were family. It is one of my biggest regrets of my life that I could not do more for Mace that day. Vanessa, I'm sorry we weren't able to bring your boy home. To laugh with you and go hunting in Africa with his best friend. And of course, to get more tattoos. I'm sorry. When the dust settled on our makeshift home in the Hindu Kush, we were left with the ashes from a fallen sky, torch trinkets from our lives back home, and as fate would have it, we would never be the same. 2 medals of honor, 9 silver stars, 27 purple hearts, 18 bronze stars with valor, 3 bronze stars, and 38 Army Commendation medals with valor. But the toll was high. Not of medals. 8 soldiers died there, and another later. More than half of us were wounded, and almost everyone was left with deep, invisible wounds to their hearts and minds. These are the unlikely heroes of Combat Outpost Keating. Brave men, brothers, and soldiers for life. So if you ever asked, if the sky fell, would you get taller? Answer, hell yes. I'd get taller. I'm an American soldier. Thank you for sharing this special day with my family, my team members, and me.